Hello again. So, last video I was showing you how to use all the little ends of your book pages. Well, one of the ways anyway. So what I've decided to do, when I went off camera, I made this. And I found the other ones that I was talking about to you as well. So basically, you might have been thinking, well, it's all right stamping words, but what if you haven't got any words to stamp? Well, you can go on Pinterest and type in free. Always put free first. Free vintage words. And you can print out full sheets of words. So that's a printed one. That's one out of a kit. But these, I've just done like the book plate idea. And as I said, I did light, dark, light. Light, dark, light. Because it just makes it pop and stand out more. You can buy, sometimes you get words in digikits. You can buy kits off Etsy that have all sorts of things in them and words. You can get words free off Pinterest. In fact, you can get tons of stuff free. Vintage papers, tags, pockets, ATC cards, old vintage photographs. You can get pretty much everything for junk journaling on Pinterest, but just make sure you put in free first, because some things are copyrighted, some things you have to pay for. So I just wanted to show you some of the ones that I've made. So, and I've just added little bits, like a bit of blingy mesh again in a little picture. This one has just got a bit of ripped bed sheet behind it and a couple of pearls on the edge. You can put the pearls either side, like I have done with that one. So it makes it look more like a book plate or a name plate or whatever you call them. And that's another one that's just got a bit of lace on. I stuck a flower on, tore a bit of old book page that's been dyed yellow, put some yellow brads on and stuck it down. Those are sometimes called split pins. So they go through and they've got legs that open out to secure it. So stamped, these printed words. Sometimes we buy packs of these little quotes. You can use them as well. Or if you don't have any of this stuff, you can cut words out of books, magazines, newspapers, and use them. You can use them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go along this strip, hopefully in shot. I've lost my brown ink now. Oh, it's there. And I'm just going to do a few words on one sheet. It's not a sheet, it's a strip. So we're going to have faith again, and then we're going to have faith again. And when you're stamping, a little tip is don't take stamp to ink pad, because if you press in, it's going to depress into the ink pad and you'll get all ink around the edge, which will spoil your little word. So you always take ink pad to stamp, and that way it just gets the raised bit. So I'm going to do a few faiths along here and I might even have some hope along the way. Shall I have hope in a different colour? No, I'll stick with brown. No, I won't actually. I'll go with black. Let's go with black. Wowzer. And I need another word. How about hope? Hope. We'll have hope. I will clean that in a minute. Right, so we're going to have hope on this now. And just ink it. Oh, that's a really squishy one. I've got a feeling that's going to blur. Just do it lightly then, Sue. Oh, it's a very squishy. In fact, oh gosh, that is really inky. It's okay, it'll dry. Another hope. That's very juicy, that ink pad. Kind of a bit too juicy, really. I might just do the next one without inking it. There you go. Oh, that's horrible. Not everything comes out perfect. What can I say? I'm just going to put that back in there. When you are junk journaling, honestly, you'll make so many mistakes. But actually, they're not really mistakes. There are no mistakes in junk journaling because you can just chop that off and turn it over and use it again, because you're just going to stick that onto something anyway. So, hey, was it a mistake? No. So with these, you can cut them up and have them cut neat, like this one is neat, or you can just tear them. Now, I know the bottom isn't torn, but I don't mind that. I'm just going to tear. Ooh, that were a bit close. Tear. I didn't want to smudge the ink. Tear them down. Torn that really rubbish, but it doesn't matter. It's a junk journal. Just remember that. Junk. So you can actually use junk. It's going to take me a long time to use up all these strips and the million more that I've got in my box, because this is just a few of them. But it is a way of using up your bits and, you know, making pretty little things that can stick on your journal page. So come along and you put that on your journal page and it just looks pretty. You can still journal on there, but you've got something nice to look at. Or even if you wanted to put it down at the bottom, you can glue 3 sides and it can become a little pocket to stick something in. So everything has a purpose. Everything. And it can more often than not become something else. So what we're going to do with these, I'm going to show you something now that you might just, it'll either make you laugh or you'll think, really? Is she a bit crazy, that woman? Yeah, actually. This is my fabric bits box. I've loads of bits boxes. I've got card and paper A4 and under. I've got bits that are really small, and within the bits box I've got envelopes that I've got really tiny bits in, kind of like that there. Yes, I do keep all these little bits because they're great if you're making a tag or a snippet or a cluster and you just want a little bit of something. Well, it's there. Instead of having to cut into a whole new sheet, get your bits out. Sorry, that sounded a bit wrong. I didn't mean that. So I have paper and card bits boxes. I have fabric and lace boxes, and this is my fabric and lace bitty bits box. So if I open this, you'll see what I mean. So I save things like this. Look at that. Oh, little piece. Look at this. Most people would chuck them in the bin. I know, I'm a bit nuts, but there is method in my madness, because then I can come along and make things like this that require just the tiniest little bit of ribbon and a bit of screwed up dyed cotton. The tiniest little bit of ribbon. Well, if I didn't have them tiny pieces of ribbon, I wouldn't have been able to make them, would I? So anyway, yeah, I've got loads of teeny tiny little bits of all sorts of stuff in here. So let's see what we can do. Oh, that keeps calling out to me, that bit. It's there and it keeps going, Sue, use me, use me. Because it's blingy and I like my bling. As you will learn on my videos, I'm a bit of a blingaholic. Right, so we need some, excuse me for the really strange voice, bits of background. Do we do some green? Do we do a bit of green? No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I need darker. I need something darker and as wide as that. So I've got, whoops, I've got this. That's the same colour. Okay, bit of a problem going on here in that I don't have a piece of paper that's wide enough to do what I want it to do. Nope, that's too much samey. Okay, I need some other bits. Just let me get this. All is not lost. So I'm just going to rip some of this brown card and, okay, maybe that might be all right. Let's have a look. Doesn't have to be perfect either, and you don't have to rip them straight. Yeah, that's okay. I just don't like that. Or that. See, all the time you're making things, you're making more bits. It's never ending bits. So that can go on there and we'll bling it up. And then I'll do another one of them, but I'm just going to rip this edge off because it's not, you know, it's not meant to be there. Okay, so I have another hope on there. Can't pick it up. There we go. And they don't look much at the minute, do they? Can you even see? Am I in shot? Can't see in my camera. Let's have that squidgy hope one. Right. First things first. Brown ink. Brown ink. Dauber. And let's go around the edge. Go around the outside just to make it look a bit more aged and older. Okay, and I'm going to go around this because this has got the underneath edge showing. So I'm going to go over that. And it doesn't matter if it's neat. Pages don't age precisely, by the way. If you get an old book page, it doesn't say, oh, I have to go into neat line. So don't worry if, you know, you go a bit mad with the ink. Some people don't ink, some people don't like inking. I love the inking because the more vintage it looks to me, the better and the more authentic it looks. So just get me a little, very fragile piece of book page here. I'm very heavy-handed with them sometimes. And then they crack and split on me and go, no, don't treat me so rough. Okay, so there we go, that's that. The inking done. So we're having this one on here, and this one on here. Can you still see me? Because I've brought you down a bit so you can see closer. Right, I'm going to delve into the box. The box of who knows what's going to come out. Oh, I've seen that. That's nice. No, not that. I wasn't aiming for that. That's an interesting piece. I can imagine people sat watching this going, what? Is she mad? Slightly, possibly. I really like that. And this one keeps yelling at me. Just pick me, pick me. I can't pick you, you're too big. Okay, so I've got lace. I might, got a bit of that. I don't, well, you could. No, that's just way too big. I've got this. Because I like my bits of bling. I'm just trying to find something that goes with this. I'm struggling a bit since I put the camera on. Or fine when the camera were off. Okay, so I'm going to have a bit of that poking out. And you could have a bit of that just under there. Sometimes I try it out like this. And sometimes I think, do you know what, just get bits out and stick it. And I'm just going to get bits out and stick them because you don't need to overthink things too much. It's only a little page decoration, for goodness sake, you know. Don't get all head up about it. I'm just going to chop that there. Don't really want it all straight and nice, but I've just seen that, oh, it does fray, but it, oh, stop. It would actually fray away to nothing. Okay, I'm just going to stick it a bit slanty with that funny fray bit up there. I'm going to have to cut that off because if that catches, it's going to fray the whole thing. I'll just be left with strands. Oh dear. Anyway, get to the edges because I don't want sticky up bits. The glue of my choice is Fabrifix. It's a little, not Fabrifix, it's Fabri-Tac. It's a little bit expensive and I'm one for saving pennies and not spending lots on stuff. But when I first started junk journaling, I was a big fan of Elmer's clear glue and I used that all the time. And it was good. I've even stuck journal covers down with it and it worked. But it's what I call a really wet glue, and sometimes it would wrinkle certain papers. So in my card making days, I used to always use double-sided tape. And if I was sticking embellishments, like heavy, I don't know, like buttons or something, I would always use pin flare glue. If you stick, I've just said the word and I can't remember it now. These things, buttons, embellishments, that's it. If you stick it with this, it's never coming off. But then I discovered Fabri-Tac and I thought, man, that's expensive. But I thought, well, I'll just get one bottle. And I got the 2 ounce, not the 4 ounce. And I thought, I'll just get one bottle and I'll see if I like it. I mainly got it because it's Fabri-Tac. It glues fabric, lace, glass, leather, wood and trims. So it glues a lot of stuff. But because it glued fabric, I thought, oh, that'll be great for doing my journal covers, fabric to fabric, if I'm sticking lace on a journal cover, if I'm sticking lace onto card, it's all good. But then it got to the stage where I just love it so much and it sticks everything fantastic. You have a few minutes to move stuff, or then it's stuck for life. And I've even stuck embellishments with it, so I'm kind of a bit stuck on this glue now. I can't live without it, but you know, I've done that wrong, haven't I? Because I meant to stick that under there. Okay, well, I might do some edge stuff. No, not that. So yeah, that's my glue of choice, Fabri-Tac. Not because I'm sponsored, not because I'm getting paid, not because anybody's doing anything. It's just because I like it. It is my glue of choice because I love it. I'm really into things going round corners. I don't like, is there a bigger bit of that? I mean, if they're in, I can always cut one off, but hang on, what else is in here? There's loads of bits of that, but they're all similar size, or the different styles actually. I don't know, I might just add something really random, like a leaf. Can you see me? I think I'm working off camera there. A leaf and, ooh, I've got a tiny flower. I've got a teeny, oh, I've got some of them. What are them? Oh, there you go. See, if I didn't have my bits box, I wouldn't have been able to do that. And then I get all excited because I've found what I wanted in my bits box. Right, so I'm going to stick that weird leafy thing on. And then I'm going to stick one of these on because I just found them and it just fits. So why not? Put a bit of glue there. Ooh, that's a big bit of glue, Sue. This is right stretchy and weird, this one. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's full. Okay, a little flower going down. You need to move over a bit, flower. You're covering my E up on my hope. Right, so that's stuck down. Wouldn't that look cool on one? I like that. Trouble is, it's still got its back on it, and I haven't got my wire cutters on my desk. They're in the other room. Never mind. So that's okay. That's done. I may just add to that by adding a little blingy stone on the flower when it sticks down. Right, so we're going to do this one, won't we? Okay, well, we could have a bit of that just behind there. Okay, we can have that. I'm okay with that. I just need something that's pretty, a bit small. I'm trying to find something that I've got a bit, that's a really big piece. A bit of a bigger piece. I could put like a piece of that. Can you even see me faffing about with these things here? And I don't even know if I'm on camera. I could have a piece of that and a little piece of that That's sticking off the edge, so I want the rough edge. I want the rough edge, and then that. Something like that, yeah? Okay, so glue. The glue's doing a bit of a Vesuvius out here, because it won't come out when you want it, and then it comes out like an absolute loon. Okay, that's squidging glue out. But it's okay, because it's going to get a bit more there. Oh, you turn around the right way, because I want to do something in that bottom corner. Okay, right, pop that down, and then I'm gonna stick some glue around the edge, because you didn't see me do this on the other thing, because I went off camera to do it. So I'm gonna do it on camera, probably do it wrong and make a total nut of myself, but anyway. Right, so this is going kind of from there, and then I'm gonna, whoops, fold it a bit. I need a tool, one of them, and then I'm gonna fold it there, and whoops, and then I'm gonna fold it back on itself again, there, stick down, and then there, little folds. So you're making like a little frill coming round, because I like that. And then maybe just one more little fold there. I'm not sure that one will stick, but it will, because I'll make it stick. So, okay, it hasn't stuck, but it's okay, it can finish there. I'm happy with that. Can you still see me? Yes, only just. I'm only just in shot, really. I'm working down at the bottom of the screen. I'm either working slightly off screen or down at the bottom. Right, bit of glue on my word. Me word. I don't talk like that. I've got hair in there. Faith. Faith is going, oh, it's a bit off at one side, but it's okay. That's fine. And then you know that other little flower that I had? That one. Well, you might be saying, yeah, but it's cream and brown and yellow and it looks stupid. You're not going to stick white on there as well, are you? No, I'm not. Because I've got ink pads. So I'm going to try. Oh, I'm going to try and ink it. And make it yellow. Because that's what we do, junk journalers. If we ain't got some out, we just make it. Or colour it, or whatever. That's a bit of a bright yellow, isn't it? But it's okay. It's cool. It's done the trick. And it's going just right there. Just that. Oh, crikey, that's a big... Do you know what's with me glue today? Big blobs. And that's... I ain't got my tweezers. I've lost my tweezers. I've lost 2 pairs of tweezers on my desk. How can you even do that? You can do anything, honestly, truly, when you're crafting. There we go. Found a pair of tweezers. New ones. There we go. That's done. Oh, that is a very bright yellow, that thing. But there you go. That's done. That's another little name, word, whatever we want to call them. Name plate, book plate, word plate. It's a thing for your junk journal. And if you've got a page in your junk journal that's clear and you're going to write on it, it's just a nice little thing to put in the corner. There you go. So I'll see you next time for more fun and laughter, probably at my expense. Hope you enjoy. Bye.